in on things when I'm driving. So in my first video, I talked about looking forward, not holding your past against your future, like letting that interfere, letting the old you interfere with the new you. Today I'm going to talk about being afraid. So I feel like when we're in that darkness and we're in that place, we're in that situation, keep in mind this can be speaking about anything. So when we're in those places, we feel so lost, we feel so broken, we feel just down and at our worst. And I feel like the thing we don't talk about is that in between. We always talk about what we've been through, we always talk about, you know, our future, what we want to do. We forget about that in between, the healing part of it. And I think the reason we stay in those places, we stay in that state of what I was talking about in my last video, of just, you know, that state of doubt, that state of, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I'm good enough, just, you know. And I feel like on one hand, it's partly doubting ourselves, and I feel like on the other hand, it's fear of mistake, fear of falling back into our old ways, fear of just everything. If God's brought you this far, why would he stop now? If he's already seen all the bad, the ugly, all the just everything you've been through, and he pulled you out of it and, you know, saved you and brought you back to the light, brought you back to him, why would he leave you now? Why would someone he had a plan for before you were even born, why would he stop and why would he fail you when he's already brought you this far? Let me stop right there. He won't ever fail you. Failure comes from fear, and God he's not a fearful God. He will fight for you. He will chase you down the 99 to fight for you. And why would he stop? Why would he just drop all the pieces when he's finally got you, and you finally got you to a place where you can finally shine? You know, embrace the light he's shining on you, acknowledge, appreciate the grace he's given you. When you can finally walk into your purpose, why would he quit on you now? Why would he leave you astray right now when you are in your best, could be in your best? When you are in your best, why would he leave you now? Don't even make sense. I feel like it's just so crazy to me to think of all the times God has really had me. Like, I mean, so many opportunities, so many times he could have been like, you know what, I'm done with this girl. I didn't give her a chance here, I didn't give her a chance here, I didn't show her, put a lesson here for her to learn, put a lesson here. She ain't learning, she ain't changing. What? No, he's never going to stop fighting for you. He's never gonna stop. He loves you. He created you. He would never stop. Are you just gonna turn on your kid one day? Your kid won't potty train, he won't get it together, he's failing his grades. You're gonna be like, you know what? I'm done with you. We're done. I went through 9 months carrying you, pushed you out, went through all that. I'm just done. No. And let me tell you, his love is like no other. He would never leave you. He would never fail you. You need to get that fear out of your head. How about instead of that, you switch your mind, switch your perspective. Instead of looking at all the bad, look at all the times you got through. Look at all the times you were in the darkest of the dark and you made it through. That first day you stepped out into sobriety, you stepped out into a new job, a new career, a new relationship, you know, a new area in your life that you thought you could never reach. And look at it. Look at that part. Look at those things. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can't tell me, if you're looking at all the times God has gave you the grace, that he shined his light on you so bright that you couldn't even reject it if you wanted to, that will have you given the motivation to be like, you know what? I let him down. I owe him that, you know? Why would you want to stop? You're finally at a point where you're like, I'm proud of myself. Like, I did it. I got here. I'm checking off goals. Like, I'm, you know, let that be your motivation to keep going. Girl, don't stop. Keep going. Because like I said, you are the only person that can hold you back. You got this. You just don't stop reminiscing on the bad. Stop reminiscing on all the bad you've been through. Turn that bad into good. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn that bad into good. Look at all the times you thought you would have never made it. And look at you now. Look at all the bad things you've been through and the things that, you know, you're humble enough now, you're grown enough now, you can see the lesson in it. You know, all the bad that's there at that time felt like the worst thing possible. But as you grew from it, as you healed from it, you realized that there was a lesson there. Let those things that you've been through be a light to somebody else. Because let me tell you, we're not perfect. And everyone has strength inside them. Not everyone sees their strength. But sometimes you are the strong one. And use that strength to be that light in someone who thinks they're too weak to bounce back. They're too weak to you know, do whatever they've wanted to do. Too weak to face their failures and bounce back from it. Be their light. Speak those lessons, speak those down times, those bumps in the road. Speak those all into good of praise, worship. Let me tell you how good my God is. Let me tell you how I was in a situation that I thought I wasn't going to recover from, that I thought it was it for me, and God said, it's not your time yet. And he brought you back. He brought you into his arms, and he let you know. He gave you that comfort, that peace. Turn your bad into good. It's never too late. It's never too much. Whatever it is that you want to do, you got this. Get rid of that fear. Get rid of that doubt. God isn't turning his back on you now. He done brought you through so much darkness, and yet there was still light at the other end of that tunnel. Be that light for somebody else. Share his light with somebody else. Because he deserves all the credit, all the praise, all the glory. Find the motivation, find the courage, find the confidence in yourself. Love yourself again. Love yourself enough to continue to grow and to change and to step into your purpose, step into your plan. Have confidence in yourself. Trust yourself again. Love yourself again. Stop being so afraid. Stop being afraid of what other people are going to think about you, what other people are going to say about you, who might not like you, who might not think you're good enough. You think you're good enough, and God knows you're good enough. Don't live your life in fear. Live it in trust. Trust that God has got you.